Colorado has a rich history of Latino leadership that touches every corner of our state. From building towns to public service, education, and entrepreneurship, the Latino footprint in Colorado is undeniable. It is also historic, dating back in time by generations, decades, and centuries. With history comes the stories of community, heritage, and legacy. And these narratives are the stories of the Colorado Latino Hall of Fame. To ensure that the legacy of Latino leadership in Colorado is recognized with honor, the Latino Leadership Institute created the Colorado Latino Hall of Fame in 2016. Tonight, in partnership with the Denver Broncos, the Institute is proud to announce its third Hall of Fame class of inductees. We recognize the inductees for their extraordinary success in contributing to Colorado's proud and rich history of distinguished Latino leadership. In their stories, you will hear themes of inspiration, influence, and impact. The Arts, Entertainment, Media, and Sports category recognizes a pioneer of innovation and excellence in those fields. The recipient values community and excellence while demonstrating a commitment to diversity and inclusion. The Institute is proud to announce Emmanuel Martinez as the 2018 inductee in the Arts, Entertainment, Media, and Sports category. A proud graduate of Denver's Manual High School, Martinez was the first director of the Alma Center and also served as the national coordinator for the Artistas de Aztlán. Martinez, who had his first mural completed at the Alma Center in Lincoln Park, has been commissioned to complete artwork for interiors and exteriors of prominent institutions, both public and private. His work includes a monument of Jose Martinez that sits on the state capitol grounds and a commissioned painting of former Denver mayor and 2016 Hall of Fame inductee Federico Peña. Martinez's work can also be found at the Smithsonian Institute of Art. The Business, Innovation, Science, and Technology category recognizes an individual whose entrepreneurial spirit and accomplishments in the private sector have left a lasting impression on an industry. The recipient values community and has been a trendsetter in filling a specific business need for the Latino community and the state. The Institute is proud to announce Timothy Marquez as the 2018 inductee in the Business, Innovation, Science, and Technology category. A Denver native, Marquez's success in the business world is rooted in his commitment to work hard and represent your community with the values of pride and excellence. After graduating from the Colorado School of Mines with a degree in petroleum engineering, Marquez worked for Unocal for 13 years before starting his own firm, Veneco Inc. Veneco would become one of the leading energy firms in the United States, with its peak value eclipsing more than $1 billion a decade ago. Known as a risk-taker and savvy deal-maker, Marquez has left his mark on the energy sector in Colorado. The Community Service and Philanthropy category recognizes an individual or philanthropic entity that has positively impacted socioeconomic inequities in a neighborhood, community, or region of Colorado. The recipient has forged lasting partnerships with nonprofit organizations and/or educational institutions. The Institute is proud to announce Bernie Valdez as the 2018 inductee in the Community Service and Philanthropy category. A prominent leader during the Civil Rights era, Valdez was the voice for equality and social justice. In 1964, Valdez helped found La Raza, which became one of the country's first Latino-based public charities. The organization sought to address the Latino community's need in the areas of education, job development, training, employment, and health. Valdez, who was also a co-founder of the Latin American Educational Foundation, would go on to be a manager of the City and County of Denver's Social Services Department and serve on the board for Denver Public Schools. The Public Service category recognizes an individual whose leadership in government and commitment to public service advanced the Latino community. The recipient has shown an outstanding dedication to their work as an elected or appointed official and maintained high ethical standards. The Institute is proud to announce former State Senator Polly Baca as a 2018 inductee in the Public Service category. As a child growing up in Greeley, Baca chose to devote her life to changing the way people treated Latinos through her leadership and influence. From that point forward, her life and career became a story of firsts. After starting her career as an editorial assistant for a labor union publication, Baca would go on to serve in the Colorado House of Representatives and the Senate in the 1970s and 1980s, the first Latina senator. She was also the first Latina to co-chair a Democratic National Convention, which she did twice. Baca would go on to work for 3 presidential administrations, with her final stint serving as a director of the U.S. Office of Consumer Affairs for President Bill Clinton. The Luminary category recognizes an individual who has lit the way for future generations through their work in education, community service, or mentorship. The recipient has achieved success with or without notoriety, but their contributions to the Latino community are undeniable. The Institute is proud to announce Dr. Marta Urioste as the 2018 inductee in the Luminary category. A pioneer in the field of education, Dr. Urioste worked passionately to advocate for bilingual education while striving to desegregate Denver public schools. Her career began as an elementary school and Spanish teacher before she became an administrator at the elementary and high school levels. She was one of the first Latina counselors in Denver public schools and was the first Latina to bring the Montessori education movement to the district as well. Marta earned her PhD in guidance, counseling, and multicultural education from the University of Colorado Boulder. Today, her legacy lives on with the success of Denison Montessori Elementary School. The legacy category recognizes an individual who has contributed greatly to Colorado's rich economic, political, or entrepreneurial history and who has broken through barriers along the way. The recipient's accomplishments establish a standard of greatness that others have followed, while the individual's story has become an integral part of Colorado's history. The Institute is proud to announce Maria Teresita Sandoval as a 2018 inductee in the legacy category. Born in Taos, New Mexico in 1811, Sandoval's life affirmed the role that women played as family and community leaders during a time when cultures were colliding. In the early 1840s, Sandoval and her family formed a trading partnership that would become present-day Pueblo, Colorado. Sandoval played a key role in running the fort as trappers, traders, settlers, and Native Americans all convened to negotiate, barter, and do business. A true pioneer, Sandoval was known as an alliance builder and connector who bridged communities separated by a border and cultural traditions. Congratulations to the 2018 Latino Hall of Fame inductees. These individuals will be formally inducted to the Latino Hall of Fame at the annual gala later this fall.